Welcome to our tutorial on product photography tips for beginners. In this scene, we will be sharing some of the most important and practical tips that will help you capture stunning product images for your website, social media, or e-commerce store. Tip 1. Lighting. The first and foremost tip is to get your lighting right. Lighting is the most critical factor that can make or break your product photography. Always try to use natural light as much as possible. If you're shooting indoors, use a white background and place your product near a window. If you're shooting outdoors, choose a slightly overcast day as it provides soft and even lighting. Tip 2. Background. The second tip is to choose the right background. A clean and simple background will make your product stand out. You can use a white or neutral colored background to highlight your product better. Make sure that the background is free from any distractions or clutter. Tip 3. Camera settings. The third tip is to set your camera settings correctly. Use a tripod to keep your camera stable and avoid blurry images. Use a low aperture setting, f/4 or lower, to create a shallow depth of field and blur the background. You can also use a high shutter speed to avoid any camera shake or blur. Tip 4. Composition. The fourth tip is to focus on composition. Keep your product in the center of the frame and use the rule of thirds to frame your shot. You can also experiment with different angles and perspectives to add depth and interest to your image. Tip 5. Editing. The fifth and final tip is to edit your images. Use editing software like Adobe Photoshop or Lightroom to adjust the brightness, contrast, and color balance of your images. Don't over-edit your images as it can make them look unnatural. Conclusion. There you have it, 5 practical tips to improve your product photography skills. With these tips, you can capture stunning images that will attract potential customers and help you grow your business. Thanks for watching.